And welcome back, everyone. It's Saturday evening and time for some amazing eISL, which is, of course, powered by Coca-Cola. Before we have this event started off, a huge shout out to our associate sponsors, Hero, our esports partners, Nodwin Gaming, our platform partners, PlayStation, and our digital collectibles partners, Terra Virtua, for making this event happen. And joining along with me is, of course, Azim, who did miss out on few cracker of games the last evening.
Yeah, severely massive FOMO for missing those games. But of course, this is a huge part of the tournament. Every game is an absolute cracker. Of course, let's quickly take everybody through the tournament format before we dig in to this evening's games. Of course, this is the league stage, which is just about coming to an end. It ends on the 13th of March. Of course, 3 games to match, 2 1v1s and 1 co-op. The top 4 teams will make it through to the finals to be played between the 19th and the 21st of March. And of course, then the top 2 winning team members will battle it out to represent India in FGS 2022.
Oh yeah, and we're really close to that, right? We are almost hitting around the doors where we finally not just do not have our winners, but also that one player who's gonna represent the country in the FGS, along with a huge chunk of the prize pool, Azim. 78 lakh rupees on the line, and for the first position getting 15 lakh rupees, so on reduces. And for the MVP, there's a separate prize pool altogether. It's 4 lakh rupees and a personalized NFT of the player by Terra Virtua.
Yeah, and of course, we are seeing one of those MVP candidates and NFT candidates today in the form of Imad Rocks. He's a guy who's been scoring a lot of goals, scoring for fun. Finally, they managed to get their campaign a little bit back on track with their last result. Still in the fight for that top 4, and up against today Kerala Blasters FC, who are still just about hanging on to that battle, as we'll see in the leaderboard. If we have a look at where Kerala Blasters FC are, they are of course sitting down in 8th place, but 2 games in hand on Jamshedpur FC. So this is a massive game for them. Because if they can win that, it's really a 6-pointer. If they win that, suddenly they're up to within 3 points of NorthEast United FC with a game in hand. So they can potentially get themselves up into 5th place on their own, and then of course rely on a few teams around doing them a few favors and knocking out Bengaluru FC. So every game, and we keep saying this every time we see Kerala Blasters FC, but every game is a must-win game. Every game is a final for them.
Yeah.
And similarly for NorthEast United FC as well. Little more margin of error for them, but they do need to keep winning.
Oh yeah, and you're talking about Kerala Blasters FC right now. They cannot do the maths. They cannot afford to do the maths. They just have one goal in mind. They've got to win all their games. And starting things off is, of course, Lokmanya going up against Mufu. Now that is quite interesting matchup, considering you would ideally want him to go against the danger man Imad over there, but quite understandably why, because of course Akshat has sort of taken over the driver's seat in Kerala Blasters FC, being the one scoring a lot of goals, delivering them results. But today is the day where it all might change. But in front of NorthEast United, who have been looking really sound, especially Imad and Mufu, lately gaining his form. He's still, having his good days and his bad days. But once we take a look at the head-to-heads, clearly you can see not a lot of difference between the goals being scored, considering the matches played. But it's the points that is where Kerala Blasters FC kind of lack a little bit on.
Yeah, Kerala Blasters FC have not really been able to see out a lot of those games where they have put in good performances, and I think like a good example of this is the previous match as well that these two teams played. Of course, Akshat got the win up against Mufu, and well, they did get the win last time out against NorthEast United FC, but it was very close between Lokmanya and Imad. So this time it's a little flipped on the head. It's Akshat against Imad, it's Mufu against Lokmanya. And Mufu is a guy who's just about rediscovering his form. I think he's found his preferred starting 11 now, and I think he's going to stick with that. And let's see if it works out well for him today.
And Mufu did say us that he's not going to abandon Ronaldinho, right? That is one thing that we're going to see out of him. Has always been one of those players who comes up with all those little shenanigans inside the field. But here we have the two smiling faces. Our chocolate boy for the eISL, Imad, all in smiles, just before the match gets started. And it's so it kind of makes me happy to finally see Lokman smiling. Right now he knows that there's not much on the line to fight for. He can go all out, he can unleash his true self, because the other day I was on a call with him. Now, that's what he clearly said, right? He was feeling a lot of pressure, and that sort of deteriorated for the kind of performances that he wanted to put on the field. But taking a look at these two players' statistics, you do know Lokman, he can instantly, switch himself up to a beast. But that is where Mufu comes in, a surprising element. His only, superpower is we really do not know what to expect out of him. There are days when Mufu can absolutely surprise you, go on and beat the juggernauts, and there are days when he would literally wet his bed, right? So, we've got to find a perfect balance between where Mufu stands, really. But yeah, he definitely understands the gravity of the situation right now. He does know that every single win is so much necessary, considering the top 4 battle that's going on. I think the nearby competitors, Azim, would be Bengaluru FC, who have been having a pretty good run lately. So they definitely would want to topple them over and snatch that top 4 spot.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, cannot afford to lose any more ground. Both teams, really. They cannot afford anything other than a win. So there is going to be tension. There is going to be a lot of nerves over there. Of course, we can see, Mufu fairly chilled out, having a bit of a yawn just before the game starts. Although it is, when I'm very nervous, I tend to yawn a lot. Maybe that's something that Mufu does as well. But we're just about ready to go now, waiting for the controllers to be in hands, and see Akshat over there struggling with his can. Can he do it? Will he manage it? Yes, there we go, opening that can of Coke beautifully. And as we wait now, it's so tense, man. I mean, it's great to see these guys laughing and having a good time, but I'm sure all those smiles are going to be wiped out as soon as the kickoff starts.
Oh yeah, there's no doubts in that. 100% sure, because the way things have been going on, things are getting really, really intense and exciting. And for all these two players out there, and look at this, you can catch up Kerala Blasters FC going up against Chennai FC, the Southern Derby in the Real Hero eISL at 7:30 p.m. on Star Sports Network, Disney Hotstar and GeoTV. Might as well not miss out on that action. Support your favorite players, both in the Hero eISL and in the eISL as well.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's a pretty interesting battle, of course, in the Hero eISL, where Kerala Blasters FC for long periods was sitting on top of the table, but suddenly that's all fallen apart, and Chennai FC also sitting fairly mid-table, bad run of form for them, not won any of their last 5 games, so not quite going well for the southern teams. And it's been in recent times Hyderabad FC who found themselves climbing up to the top of the Hero eISL table. So I think it's been as topsy-turvy as the eISL, you could say. The teams that were on top at the start of the season now suddenly sitting mid-table. And I think the only major difference is that SC East Bengal easily clear at the top of the eISL, but sitting right at the bottom of the Hero eISL. So, well, at least something for the SC East Bengal fans to cheer about.
Yeah, and that is exactly what really goes on. But before we have the event started, before we have the games getting started, I think it's time for some masterclass from our Professor Lokman in his FIFA Finesse video.
Hi everyone, my name is Lokman. I'm from KBFC the Blasters, and I'm also part of the Indian E-National team. On a very popular demand of the famous Lokman's coaching classes, we are going to do just the same in this video. So in this video, I'll be talking to you guys about the basic ball movement and dribbling mechanics. Also, I'll be sharing some important skill moves in the game that is required to become a better FIFA player. So let's take it step by step. तो एज फीफा प्लेयर्स जैसे हम जानते हैं कि स्प्रिंट सबसे बेसिक पार्ट है गेम का, और वो R2 बटन से या R1 बटन से होता है. आप जैसा देख सकते हैं स्क्रीन पे, आप तेज़ उससे भागते हैं. बट 2 चीज़ें जो लोग कॉमन मिस्टेक करते हैं वो है कि पूरे टाइम R2 बटन दबा के भागते रहो. उससे आपका स्टैमिना डिप्लीट होगा, आपके अच्छे प्लेयर्स बहुत जल्दी थक जाएंगे. दूसरी चीज़ कि आप पूरे टाइम डिफेंडर में जाके पोजेशन लूज़ करते रहोगे, जिसका कोई सेंस नहीं बनता. तो ये 2 कॉमन मिस्टेक्स अगर आप अवॉइड करोगे, लेफ्ट स्टिक और R2 दोनों का मिक्स करोगे, तो आप बेटर सिचुएशंस में जाके अटैक कर सकते हैं. So the next step is agile dribbling. This is one of the most basic things that a lot of people might not do, but today I'm going to show you how it's done. जैसे आप देख रहे हैं एम्बापे जैसा प्लेयर जिसकी ड्रिबलिंग स्टार्ट्स बहुत अच्छे हैं, अगर आप नॉर्मल लेफ्ट स्टिक से ड्रिबल करोगे तो वो ऐसे ड्रिबल करेगा, बट अगर आप R1 के साथ ड्रिबल करोगे जो एजाइल ड्रिबलिंग का बटन है, उससे आप देखो अगर उसका एम्बापे का मूवमेंट कितना फास्ट वो मूव कर रहा है और डिफेंडर को कंफ्यूज कर सकता है। जैसे आप यहाँ पे देख रहे हो डिफेंडर को कुछ नहीं समझ आ रहा, मैं किसी भी डायरेक्शन में जा सकता हूँ। और जैसा हमने स्प्रिंट की बात करी थी, उसको हम यूज़ करके अगर हम लोग सामने जाएँ तो हम गोल स्कोर कर सकते हैं। सो द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज स्ट्रेफ ड्रिबलिंग। नाउ ये एक ऐसी चीज़ है जो आपके गेम को अगले लेवल पे लेके जा सकती है, बिकॉज ये बहुत सारे प्रोज eISL में भी यूज़ कर रहे हैं। वो है L1। नाउ जैसे अभी हमने R1 सीखा था, ये है L1। तो आप जैसे देख सकते हैं अगर आप L1 और लेफ्ट स्टिक को दबाओगे तो प्लेयर एक डिफरेंट तरीके की एनिमेशन करेगा, बॉल पीछे लेके जाएगा, साइड में लेके जाएगा। तो ये एक तरह से डिफेंडर को बेट करने का तरीका होता है। और अगर आप इसके साथ स्प्रिंट कॉम्बिनेशन यूज़ करोगे तो आप एकदम से स्पेस में एक्सप्लोड कर सकते हो, जैसे यहाँ पे आपने पहले से देखा। तो ये बहुत एक इंपॉर्टेंट स्किल है। जैसे फिर से आप देखोगे, बेट किया और एकदम से स्पेस में चले गए जहाँ अपॉर्चुनिटी बनती है और आप फिर जाके आगे अपना चांस क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। जो अगला पॉइंट है जिसके बारे में हम बात करने वाले हैं वो है ड्रैग बैक। ये बहुत सिंपल चीज़ है, आप काफ़ी लोग करते भी होंगे, बट जो नहीं करते उनके लिए बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ है, बिकॉज आप इससे पूरा डायरेक्शन चेंज कर सकते हैं। इट्स वेरी इजी टू डू। आप जैसे मैंने आपको अभी R1 बताया, L1 बताया, अब इन दोनों को साथ में दबाना है और साथ में दबा के लेफ्ट स्टिक को एक डायरेक्शन में जिसमें आपको एग्जिट करना है। जैसे आप एम्बापे से देखेंगे, मैं अगर L1 R1 और डायरेक्शन को दबाऊंगा पीछे की साइड तो एक ड्रैग बैक करेगा, तो उससे पूरा डायरेक्शन चेंज हो जाता है प्लेयर का। तो ये बहुत इफेक्टिव स्किल मूव है डायरेक्शन चेंज करने के लिए। आप इसको हाफ ड्रैग बैक भी कर सकते हैं, रोक के लेफ्ट स्टिक को रोक दो, नहीं तो पूरा लेफ्ट स्टिक को दबा के रखो और पूरा डायरेक्शन चेंज कर दो। इससे आपको बहुत ज़्यादा बेनिफिट होगा अटैक। So as you guys saw, these are the pointers that will help you improve your game. अगर आप इसको रोज़ प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, जो मैंने आपको ड्रिबलिंग के बेसिक मैकेनिक्स बताए, आपका डेफिनेटली गेम इंप्रूव होगा। ये लोकमान्यु कोचिंग क्लासेस की गारंटी है। तो इलास्टिको, जैसे मैंने बताया, मेरी फेवरेट स्किल मूव है। ये थोड़ी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है, बट अगर आप मेरा हैंड मूवमेंट ढंग से देखेंगे तो आपको समझ आएगा। जैसे आप देख रहे हैं, एक 5 स्टार स्किलर से ही हो सकता है। अब मेरी राइट स्टिक को अगर आप ढंग से देखेंगे तो मुझे राइट स्टिक पे बेसिकली 3 to 6 एक क्लॉक समझ के घुमाना है, और ये चीज़ आपको हर डायरेक्शन में करनी है। अगेन थोड़ा मुश्किल है, बट अगर आप प्रैक्टिस करोगे रोज़ और मास्टर करोगे तो बहुत ज़्यादा इफेक्टिव होगा। जैसे आप देख सकते हैं, क्रॉइफ से मैंने यहाँ पे 3 to 6 किया तो ये इलास्टिको, तो ये बहुत अच्छे से बॉडी फेंट करता है। फिर से करके दिखाऊंगा, देयर वी गो। तो ये बहुत ज़्यादा इफेक्टिव है बॉक्स के अराउंड, और इसकी वजह से आप बहुत गोल मार सकते हो अगर आपने मास्टर कर लिया। Use these basic skill moves to be on top of your game and have an edge over your opponent. Now don't forget to watch the eISL matches on Nodwin Gaming Facebook and YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys.
Always a delight to watch this man teach, right? And someday he might be big and we might not get the opportunity. So appreciate it while it all lasts. So I think, of course, Azim, how many of those dribbles have you mastered? Because I'm
well, I think the strafe dribbling, L1 dribbling, R1 dribbling, that's I think fairly standard stuff for people who are intermediate players. Of course, the drag backs are a little bit more complicated to use them and get them right, and of course the elastico. Well, I don't have a lot of 5-star skill players in my ultimate team, so not something that's usually available to me. But anyway, we have kicked off. It is, of course, NorthEast FC in their home red jersey going up against Kerala Blasters FC in the away black. Let's see how things go. It is the familiar ponytail of Ronaldinho that we see as is he the striker? No, he's playing in the number 10 role this time, and it looks like might be a 4-2-3-1 kind of formation for Mufu, but he's given that ball away immediately. Not something you want to do up against Lokmaन्यु early on in the game. Lokmaन्यु, of course, preferring Bellingham. Good ball in behind, but well dealt with. And now Ronaldinho is back on the flanks, and well, another change it does look like after Ronaldinho as a striker didn't work for him last time out. But there he is, going for the finesse shot straight away, but into the keeper's hands.
Yeah, we've seen, Lokmaन्यु is one of those players who's used a lot of Mendy in the last couple of matches, right? Especially after that new update, new player team of the year cards coming out. But now with Lokmaन्यु, he's got a chance to build it up, and he's going to do exactly that with Ronaldo pushing in from that left wing. Will have to search for that one good pass, gives it away to his Ronaldo. Nazario goes for the shot, but no, it's the crossbar.
Oh, that is so unfortunate for him. He put that right in the corner, literally hit the angle of the goal. Like, he couldn't have hit that any better. He couldn't have placed it any better. But unfortunate for him, he worked that opening very well. And early alarm bells ringing for Mufu. So he'll need to do something about it. But there he is, Ronaldinho in the box and sucker punch straight away.
Oh.
Mufu gets that goal early on, and oh my goodness, Lokmanu is going to be so annoyed about that. But there it is. The ponytail is real, and Ronaldinho gets Mufu ahead.
Oh, a beautiful receive and a well-read pass given towards Ronaldinho, who all had to do was just shoot, and there you have it. Mufu, again, I talked about it, right? Him being really unpredictable. He made a few little tweaks in his formation, and that seems to have worked out perfectly well. But, this is, again, signature Lokmanu, right? He creates a good chance, and right after that, he concedes. Now this has sort of become a pattern, and this is definitely not going to please this man, because it's just the start of the game. 16 minutes in, and Kerala Blasters FC have conceded a goal. So, of course, he would want to get back into the fray as soon as possible, but by the looks of it, Mufu is all fired up. He's focused and determined as ever, trying to, again, get the ball inside the box, but this time it was the intervention was there, and the ball. Now, a counter-attack from Lokmanu.
We have seen this quite a lot though from Mufu. He tends to take an early lead in a lot of games, but then ends up conceding one goal sort of by halftime or just after. So he needs to cut that out and of course try to keep a clean sheet. And passes like that won't necessarily help. Got a bit lucky with that. And yeah, keeping a clean sheet against Lokmanu, of course, is no easy task. Everybody will know that. Of course, 2260 is his FIFA score. So he's a guy who has absolutely mixed it with the best the world has to offer, and he's sitting right at the top of those rankings. But Mufu, for now, keeping quite calm and composed on the ball. And as I said, the caster's curse comes in and he loses that ball. And now Lokmanu, big opportunity to get Mbappe in. He spots it immediately. Mufu bringing that keeper out just to put a little bit of doubt in Lokmanu's mind, and wins the tackle, forces them out. Ball still with Kerala Blasters FC right now, and this time worked very well into Ronaldo. It's about the 1v1. Can he get it right and get the shot away? Surely has to get it in, and there you go. Lokmanu strikes back. A potential Teravacha super moment of the match right there, and it is, as has been the case with most of Mufu's games, 1-1.
Yeah, and this is somewhere down the line where Mufu's got to feel the heat of things, right? Back and forth goals between both these clubs out here, and of course, getting that break from that right wing. All he had to do was have a perfect receive with Mbappe, made sure the control inside the box with Ronaldo Nazario was on point, and this is exactly what you would expect from a goal-scoring machine like Lokmanu. But with, again, with us in the leveling fields back together, this has yet to be a decider, and before the half-time, we would love to see someone again edging out on the lead.
Yeah, well, the way the game is going so far, it does look like it will be Lokmanu looking most likely to score, because he's really looking very solid, particularly in attack in those 1v1 situations. Twice now he's got the better of Mufu. He'll be a bit annoyed that it's not 2-1 right now, because so easily could have been another goal. And now Mufu has to keep that creativity going, has to keep doing new things, because we've seen that he tends to score that early goal on the counter-attack and then struggles for the rest of the game. But this time, no struggles over here with Ronaldinho. Almost getting that shot away. Last-ditch defending from Lokmanu. Manages to see that out. And of course, Mufu has to be careful to not be too eager on that counter-press, because it can leave a lot of gaps in behind. And he makes sure to do just that, and he can start with it again.
Oh yeah, he definitely can do it, right? But for now, with things going on, it's completely back and forth FIFA that we're witnessing from both these sides, right? In terms of strategy, we've seen those long balls really coming into play. And Mufu, he's got a plethora of attacks, and the best part about him is really unpredictable. It's so hard to decipher what he's really up to. But this time, going in for those close short passes, gets it on towards Messi, needs to dribble across the defender, but no, with Mbappe directly goes in for the shot, and NorthEast United FC, just before the stroke of halftime, they've taken the lead again.
Oh, that was absolutely brilliant. Worked it very well, and again took the gamble on the shot, went near post. And again, I think Lokmanu will have the right to feel slightly aggrieved because his keeper was covering the near post, but just that power on the shot. You look at that 95 shot power that Mbappe gives you. Very, very difficult for even the best of keepers to stop it if it's been hit well enough. And that was absolutely hammered in. And Mufu again has the lead, needs to make sure he goes in at halftime with that lead intact. Of course, it will be a big psychological boost, particularly for Lokmanu, who, well, he's not been in the greatest of form. Things have not really been going his way. And he can send him in at halftime again, trailing. That would make things a little bit more difficult for him as that ball is cleared out. It is 2-1 now at halftime, and yeah, very, very close game. This can't call it either way. I wouldn't be surprised if Lokmanu manages to get back again in it again.
All right. So, I mean, we've talked about Lokmanu coaching classes, and look at Imad, all going after Mufu. And it's so understandable why, right? The lives depend upon this match. It sort of their fates depend upon it, because he knows that if they're going to lose this one, or if they even get just that 1 point out of this one, that's not good news for Northeast United FC. And of course, Lokmanu, just those two good chances created, one hitting the crossbar and the second one getting delivered to be as a goal. But this one little play from Mufu was so spot on, spotting out Mbappe, getting him that room over there, instantly had no time to react and went for the shot. The power was spot on, and gave him that lead that he was holding on to at the 16th minute marker. But with the commencement of second half, we're of course going to see a few little changes. He's got enough time. Lokmanu, he knows what he's got to do to take down Mufu, but he's got to start off with an equalizer. But if Mufu can hit one more in, that's when things would look really tumbling down for Lokmanu.
Yeah, well, let's see. Mufu's defense hasn't looked particularly. I mean, it's looked okay, but there is plenty of scope for Lokmanu to create chances, particularly if he gets him isolated in those 1v1 situations with the likes of Ronaldo, with the likes of Mbappe over there. But Mufu doing a sensible job over here right now, just passing that ball around, keeping possession, forcing Lokmanu to come out, and there you go. He's created those opportunities by forcing Lokmanu to bring his midfielders forward again. Very, very sensible stuff this from Mufu, doing the right things to sort of frustrate Lokmanu over here. And now puts that chipped ball in, finds Ronaldo on the volley,
Oh.
almost there, but Jude Bellingham sticking to his task. And ooh, could that be a red card? Oh, I think it's going to be just a yellow. So I think he got away with that.
Mufu was absolutely shocked for a moment, but it's all right, right? I think Mufu has been looking really good, and I think Imad at a certain point is just about to chew all his nails out. The matchup is really intense. Akshay is like, I'm not gonna poke the lion right now. I'm not gonna mess up with Lokmanu. He knows what he's doing and what needs to be done, especially getting this win. But this is exactly coming down to the fact that Mufu creating those really good chances and helping his cause in the situations out there. As we're gonna get back into the game, just in a wee while, he's gonna be making a few changes here and there in his formations. What do you think could be going on in Lokmanu's head right now, Zee?
I have a sneaking suspicion that maybe there has been a red card, and that's why both players are very frantically making tactical changes because there wouldn't be so much discussion so early in the second half. So let's see. Let's see. I think we'll come to know what happens as soon as the game resumes. But I just get the feeling that Cancelo has been sent off over there, which would be a big, big problem. Yes, it is a red card. It is a red card for
Oh.
Cancelo. That's why we saw all those tactical changes over there. And now it's going to be absolute backs to the wall defending for Mufu. Can he see this out? Ronaldinho is off. Bellingham is on. And this is 35 minutes of just complete defensive rearguard action for Mufu. He's just going to have to keep defending. He's not going to have much ability to hit on the counter because he's only got that one forward sitting up there. It looks like almost like a 4-5-1 kind of formation. So he's packed his midfield in there so that he can just retain possession as much as possible and then try. If he gets that space, you can see Lokmanu's pushed his line very high up. So there is scope for him to find those balls in, but that's what he can't afford. Those cheap giveaways in midfield. Of course, it's Lionel Messi now in midfield along with De Bruyne. That's why he's got Bellingham in there. And now these are the chances that Lokmanu needs to take in the 1v1 situation. It's Hakimi up against Mbappe. Can he make it count? This is going to be all about focus and concentration for Mufu. There we go. Lokmanu gets into the box, still going. And this is desperate defending already. Surely has to be the shot, and he gets
No.
the time finish all wrong.
Ideally you would not miss those chances with Pele, but like you said, the time finish not really working out in his favor, and this is surely gonna hurt Lokman's chances of seeing this through. Right, already handicapped inside this game. Making that really careless tackle, and now he's gonna deal with the brunt of it. And I really can't understand where do Kerala Blasters FC, or if even they can find a way in, because at certain point Mufu is definitely going to capitalize on that extra man advantage and try to score one more, and he's been looking really clinical, he's been sublime towards that final third, and all he's going to do is make sure he builds up a good attack, and that could be good night sweet dreams for Lokmanu.
Yeah, of course. Well, Mufu is of course the guy who's playing a man down. So right now you can see he's just taking his time, and well, he's saying to Lokman, if you want to get the ball, come get it off me, because I am just going to keep passing it around, and this is going to be frustrating Lokman to no end. Of course, you can't blame Mufu for playing like this, but I'm sure Lokmanya is going to be pretty annoyed about it. And there you can see the pause has come, and immediately once that ball goes out of play, I'm sure you're going to see him switching and putting a constant pressure tactic on. And well, he wins the ball back for now. Let's see if he can capitalize. It is 15 minutes on the clock, and Lokmanya needs to find at least one goal. I'm sure he'll be looking for two to try to make that red card advantage count for him.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 bodies in the box, plus Bellingham waiting at the edge as well. Gullit getting into the box as well. There's like 5 players in attack available, but look at the amount of defenders as well. It's so cagey in there. Can Lokmanu find that gap? It's so. A lot of times people say that it's harder to play against 10 men than it is against 11, because, of course, that extra determination is there for the team with the red card. And Gullit has won that ball back. And now on the counter attack, if he finds that ball in behind, if he shows that ambition, he may well. And there you go. It's played into Ronaldo, just overhit slightly. And I wonder if maybe Mufu would have been better served by just holding on to that ball and wasting a bit more time.
At this certain point, it's so difficult to say, because Lokmanu, he's doing some high pressing attack over there. He's getting his
Anyway,
back
we
lines.
move forward over here. It's looking very exciting, very interesting over here, and we do see more tactical changes coming from Kerala Blasters FC as well.
Yeah.
It's going to be very tricky for Kerala Blasters FC right now, because you have to find that balance. You have to keep attacking as well as make sure you don't get hit on that counter attack. It's going to be very interesting tactical battle over here. We see the Northeast United FC players as well. Not quite well. They're not quite decided on how they're going to proceed with this. So let's see how they can keep going. Look, Manu, a picture of concentration over here.
At this certain point, right, the only thing that's against Lokmanu is the time, right? He's got all the puzzle set up. He knows what he's got to do. He's got to fire one goal right in, and that was exactly the interception. But as long as Mufu can retain as much possession, as long as he can keep continuing to build up that attack, he's still going to be doing really good. But for now, Kerala Blasters FC, just 6 minutes left inside the game, and they're yet to find a goal. And if they do not do that, then this is it, right? This is lights out for them, at least for Lokmanu, despite having such a good advantage. If he cannot capitalize, then
Yeah.
oh, he's gonna be grieved at that. And yeah, I mean, I don't think Mufu is gonna let down anything from around here, but this is such a good chance, as all the time and space to close things down, with Ronaldo Nazario was waiting for the perfect counter attack, and Northeast United scoring one more, and now it's 3-1, pretty much done and dusted. And despite that little bit of a setback, he's managed to see it through.
Yeah, and very big props to Mufu over there. Being a man down, he's going to get a second red card at this rate with the kind of tackles he's throwing in. But despite being a man down for most of that second half, He's managed to weather that storm and then seen it across on the counter attack. Is he going to make it 4 over here? No,
Oh,
I don't think there's enough time for that. And a huge win for Mufu over there. Got that red card, but managed to see that game out. Massive result, and could be a potentially huge result in the overall picture of that top 4 battle.
oh yeah. I mean, considering how things have been going in, Imad is certainly really pleased with how Mufu fared off. And he was like, chill, bruh, I got this. And that's exactly what he did. You know, it's 10 man down, still had nothing to worry about. Waited to find Lokmanu at his most vulnerable position. When Lokmanu had set all his eyes on the goal, he knew that defense would be a little weak. He was waiting for that perfect interception. And once that long ball went in, delivered, that is where, you know, Mufu found another goal for himself. And a 3-1 victory for Mufu, I must say. And the Northeast United are already turning down the tables, considering the past defeat they had to witness against Kerala Blasters FC this time. However, Mufu has done his part, has done his job. Now it all comes down to Imad. Now he's definitely going to be high on confidence, considering how consistent he's been in the eISL. But going up against an informed Akshat, it wouldn't be that easy.
Yeah, and of course, Akshat, now the pressure is really going to be on him. Can he manage to see this out? Can he manage to get that win against Imad, of course, who has been the form player for NorthEast United FC? But of course, big result for Mufu over there. Really holding on for long periods in that game, and then finally, just at the end, snatching that goal to ensure the result. So an excellent display from Mufu. You felt like after Lokmanu got that equalizing goal that maybe it was going to be sort of the same story for Mufu again, taking that goal lead early and then sort of throwing it away. But this time, made life difficult for himself, but in the end managed to see it out.
Yeah, and you know, Mufu this time was so much more confident, right? With every single play he was building up, he knew exactly what he was doing. The passes were absolutely pristine. The one goal where he scored with Mbappe, you know, at the last nick of moment with the pass from Messi, that was out of this world. And Lokmani, there you go. A few of the shots hitting the crossbars, few of the shots being saved by the goalkeepers. Lady Luck clearly not favoring him, but there were times when the time finishes could have been right. But look at this goal. This started off really well. You know, the way he received it, goes in directly for the shot. And Mufu had a very good advantage early on. Lokmanu really got himself back into the game up until that 42nd minute marker where Mufu found himself in the lead. And from there on, you know, this match, we witnessed a lot of tragedies, of course, that red card to Mufu. But still, despite that, he managed to score one more and win the entire game.
Yeah, and that first half, of course, this was a big moment that getting that lead towards the end. You could see the annoyance from Lokmanu saying, come on, how's he scored that at the near post? And it's a massive result for Mufu's confidence as well. And then, of course, on the counter attack over here, didn't mess about, you know, just waited till the last moment, just slid that ball across for the easy tap in into the empty net. And that is a big result, and I think just about deserved. You would have to say, like, more XG than Kerala Blasters FC, despite having that red card as well. So a very big performance, a huge result for NorthEast United FC, and now they'll be hoping that Imad can just win that next match and see it out. And I do believe that the voice in my head tells me that Mufu is waiting for us, and we'll head straight on over to the studio. So Mufu, congrats! Big result for you. And how difficult was it after that red card?
Thank you. It was very difficult, but only myself to blame. No need to make that tackle there, and there was no need for that tackle. I didn't think it would be a red card because I had pushed with my left back, so I knew I had to stop this attack, cause or else he would have ran with Mbappe. So yeah, that's why I fouled him, but well, it was a red. I can't say anything about it. After that, I just passed around the back pretty much and then hit him on the counter. When he when he tried to press a lot, I just hit him on the counter. That's all.
So now, considering that you've already won your game, Ahmad is all high on confidence. Talk to us about that top four battle that's been building up. Because if you're winning this game, then you're toppling over Bengaluru FC, who still have a few more games to play. So, what has been your go-through strategy? Because you've made a few changes also in terms of your formation, right?
Yeah, I changed my formation, but it was just a one match thing. I've played Lokmanya a lot of times, and he struggles against narrow. That's why I played narrow.
Mhm.
That's pretty much the only reason. I don't think I'll continue with narrow, but I'll see. So yeah, and in terms of top four battle, so I think there's no pressure on us. We are the underdogs, and no one expected us to be this high up. But yeah, the pressure's on Bengaluru, Goa. They're feeling the pressure, and the pressure's on
Oh,
them. There's no pressure on us.
nice. I'm enjoying that. The little mind games have begun from Mufu, but well done. And congrats on your win, and good luck to you and Imad for the remainder of the match.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So, Azim, there you go. Mufu clearly is saying it out loud, and it's audible to everybody. The pressure is not on them. They're not thinking about anything. They're just thinking about how to win all their next matches and get up to that top four, secure the spot, because things are getting so intense, so hotly contested over here. And likewise, he read Lokmanu like an open book, and I think it was just not Lokmanu that he's gone up against and did beat one of those big players, right? He'd even gone up against Shatnik in the past also, where you would expect Imad to ideally go in, and coming into the eISL, one of the first studio events, right? And Mufu has been playing out of his minds, right? Especially this particular game when he was going through a bad spell. But now there you have it. Our favorite Imad coming in here to play against a very informed Akshat. So what do you think about this particular matchup?
I mean, it's a big pressure game for Akshat. He's been the guy who's sort of been dragging Kerala Blasters FC along, so to speak, if you'd like to say. But it's going to be a challenge for him. Imad is a player in form as well. He's a guy who wants to score as many goals as possible to get himself that MVP slot. And he's going to be going. He wants to. He's come here to win. He's come here to get in the top four at the very least. And you can see fairly well matched. I think Imad with just a little bit of an advantage in terms of the FIFA scores. But well, Akshat is in good form, and his teammates are going to be relying on him. You can see 38 goals scored for Imad, and he'll be looking to add to that tally as much as he can.
Oh yeah, and considering how Imad has been playing, he's definitely has got his eyes on that MVP prize pool, right? And that personalized NFT out there. Considering the statistics, like you said, clearly one of the best goal scorers that we have, and has been really crafty with his approach, has really been good with his game, is such a sound player. I must say, he's one of the consistent players out there. We've seen him, right? Every single time you come in with Imad, he's sort of the Mr. Dependable of Northeast United FC. When Mufu has sort of been that volatile element, consistency has been oozing out of Imad since day one. As good as he is with his Rubik's Cube, he's really been that's good even with his FIFA skills over here. But against Akshat, he's been keeping a very simplistic approach, right? He doesn't try anything really flashy. We've got to look out for those through balls coming in from his side, because at times you do not anticipate it, and he somehow finds the space, finds the opening, and directly scores.
Yeah, but Imad as well, he's used varying tactics across the tournament. Sometimes you've seen him go completely long ball, route one over the top. Sometimes you've seen him go with those crazy long range shots. Sometimes we've just seen him with very good close control and good build up. So he's got the every aspect of the game sort of locked down. He can adapt himself to play against different types of opponents. And well, Akshat, it's funny how it's changed, because at the start of the tournament it was Lokmanya getting all the results, and then Akshat sort of lagging behind. I don't think we've ever seen both of the Kerala Blasters FC players in form at the same time in the tournament, and I think that's really been the problem and the reason why they've not managed to make that top four battle. Because you look at the top four teams, SC East Bengal, there have been points where, and we were seeing that now, where both the players completely bang in form. We've seen that with Saransh and Naveen. We've seen that with Tikka and Ashwin. We've seen that with Vanshaj and Afnan as well. You need those phases of the tournament where, yes, okay, one person picks up the slack for the other person when they're not in form, but you also need those 4-5 games where both of you all are absolutely at the peak of your abilities, and you really need that.
Oh yeah, but before we get this matchup started, it's time to take some masterclass in our FIFA finesse from Mufu.
Hello everyone, I'm Mufaddal Burhani. I play for NorthEast United the Highlanders. In this video, I'm going to show you some tips and tricks which are very effective and easy to pull off. So आज के episode में we will talk about shooting and finishing. जो पहला शॉट मैं आपको बताऊंगा दैट इज़ फिनिश शॉट. वो कैसे मारते हैं कि R1 और सर्कल को दबा के, जस्ट लाइक दिस. फिनिश शॉट तब काम लगता है जब आपको कर्व करके शॉट मारना हो. फॉर एग्जांपल जब आपको प्लेयर प्रेस नहीं कर रहा है, देन यू कैन टेक अ फिनिश शॉट. आप फिनिश शॉट ऐसी सिचुएशंस में भी यूज़ कर सकते हो व्हेन यू आर 1-on-1 अगेंस्ट द कीपर एंड यू वांट टू स्कोर इन द फार पोस्ट, जस्ट लाइक दैट. जो मैं आपको दूसरा शॉट बताऊंगा दैट इज़ द चिप शॉट. L1 और सर्कल दबा के ये शॉट मारा जाता एंड कीपर के ऊपर से आपको बॉल डालना हो तो ये शॉट यूज़ होता है. यहाँ मैं प्लेयर के साथ जा रहा हूँ एंड ये मैंने चिप शॉट मारा तो कीपर के ऊपर से डालता है. ये मैं आपको दूसरी बार चिप शॉट बताता हूँ. यहाँ मैं बॉल ड्रिबल कर रहा हूँ यहाँ और ये मैंने कीपर के ऊपर से चिप शॉट मारा तो L1 और सर्कल से चिप शॉट मारा जाता है. जो अगला शॉट मैं आपको बताऊंगा दैट इज़ द लो ड्रिवन शॉट. ये शॉट मारने के लिए आपको L1 R1 दबाना है और शूट बटन दबाना है. L1 R1 आपको होल्ड करना है. तो यहाँ मैं प्लेयर के साथ जा रहा हूँ एंड मैं ये लो ड्रिवन शॉट मारा है ऐसे. एक बार मैं आपको फिर से बताता हूँ. लो ड्रिवन शॉट तब यूज़फुल है जब आप पेनल्टी बॉक्स के अराउंड हो और आप लो ड्रिवन मारोगे तो कीपर एंटिसिपेट नहीं करेगा कि यू वुड गो फॉर अ लो ड्रिवन शॉट. सो इट्स वेरी हार्ड टू सेव. सो आई विल शो इट टू यू अगेन जस्ट लाइक दिस. जो लास्ट शॉट मैं आपको बताऊंगा दैट इज़ द टाइम शॉट. इससे आपकी शूटिंग एक्यूरेसी और पावर दोनों बढ़ जाती है. ये शॉट मारने के लिए आपको शूट बटन दबाना है और एज सून एज द प्लेयर इज़ अबाउट टू हिट द बॉल आपको फिर से शूट बटन दबाना है. सो थोड़ा कॉम्प्लेक्स है बट वंस यू प्रैक्टिस यू विल गेट द हैंग ऑफ इट. मैं ये आपको एक और बार टाइम शॉट बताता हूँ. आई एम गोइंग विद द स्ट्राइकर और ये मैंने शूट बटन दबाया एंड आई प्रेस इट अगेन. सो उससे पावर और एक्यूरेसी दोनों बढ़ जाती है एंड यू विल सी नियर द मार्कर प्लेयर के ऊपर ग्रीन टाइम आएगा. सो दैट शोज दैट यू हैव टाइम द शॉट परफेक्टली. लास्टली मैं आपको मेरा फेवरेट स्किल मूव बताऊंगा दैट इज़ द सोम्ब्रेरो फ्लिक. और बहुत ही कूल मूव है एंड मैंने eISL में भी यूज़ किया है. ये स्किल करने के लिए आपको राइट एनालॉग को प्लेयर के आगे 2 बार फ्लिक करना है और प्लेयर के पीछे 1 बार. मैं आपको करके एक बार बताता हूँ. सो दिस इज़ हाउ यू डू इट. इट लुक्स वेरी नाइस एज वेल. लेट्स ट्राई इट अगेन. होपफुली दिस टाइम आई विल स्कोर. सो ये मैंने फ्लिक किया एंड शूट. एट द एंड आपकी ड्रिबलिंग और पासिंग जितनी भी अच्छी हो, but if you aren't able to finish off your chances, it will mean nothing because goals win you games. If you have enjoyed the video, drop a like and comment and make sure to watch eISL matches on Nodwin Gaming's Facebook and YouTube channel. Thank you.
All right, it's game on for Akshat and Imad both. And Akshat, well, for Kerala Blasters FC, they still have a chance if they can win this one and the co-op game. They can still end up winning, taking home the 3 points, and Mufu's amazing win would come down to nothing. But then again, the question comes down to this: what are the chances?
Well, Akshat has proven that he's capable of beating the best people in this tournament when he's on form, but he just needs to make sure that the composure is there. I think that's largely been the challenge for Kerala Blasters FC. It's been about being composed enough in those big games, which hasn't quite happened for them. But, well, if they can start it today, it might be the start of an absolutely epic comeback for that top 4 battle. But I'm sure Imad is going to be absolutely determined to take this game completely by the scruff of the neck and just get that result immediately and finish things off.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna try and do something like that. But it's game on. Northeast United FC, uh, or from left to right, of course, and Kerala Blasters FC from right to left. And Imad, right from the very get-go, he's trying to get in deep with that right wing play being made. But this could be a really promising pass. Ronaldo towards Nazario,
Oh,
and with
oh
Pele
no.
went in for a really careless shot, and he was sort of out of options over there. And yeah, as a result of which, directly into keeper's gloves, and now it's an attack for Akshat.
Yeah, unfortunate there for Imad. The ball did fall to him, but I don't think he was quite expecting to be taking that shot on so early. Just got it completely wrong. And I have to say, very fast start, playing very quick passing, almost trying to intimidate Akshat by just moving that the ball around so swiftly, so smoothly all across. And Akshat now taking his time, just sort of feeling his way back into this game, and he has the opportunity to play in Pele over there. Didn't take it, and now let's see if he can look. I thought Imad would be tempted to go for that ball in over the top. He will go for it now. This time finds Mbappe. And is he going to go? He's found a way past Hullet over here. And now big opportunity with Ronaldo Nazario in that box. Twist, turns, get that shot away, but hits it straight at the keeper. Oh my God, a huge opportunity goes begging for Imad. You would have really put, you would have put your money on him scoring over there, but unfortunately not getting the direction on that shot, and Akshat survives.
Oh yeah, just barely by the scruff of his feet over there, surviving, and now he's on a counter attack. Of course, we've got to wait for that opportunity to come in. He's looking for that one player to pass it on towards, with Eusebio gives it towards the backlines, but Pele making sure he takes the ball away from Akshat. And now Imad, he's on a counter attack of his own. Now this time we've seen him, go with a lot of variety in his attack. Right, he's so surprising. Suddenly he's from the wings, transferred it back towards the center, then towards the left. So completely keeping Akshat in dark about what he's about to do. And you're talking about the underdogs. That is exactly Northeast United FC. But I must say that the dark horses, one of the dark horses coming into the eISL, pretty two sound players. All they need to do is have Mufu maintaining that sort of a consistency. But with Pele, Imad is trying to find that opening. And I believe if he can dribble across Marquinhos, that could have been a good chance at goal. But no is upset, as now he had an opportunity. I really thought that he could have gone for a long ball, but decided to play the short pass game.
Yeah, I think it's all about the nerves over here. Akshay just wanting to keep it safe because he's been robbed of possession in midfield so many times because Imad's playing a very aggressive, high pressing game, not allowing Akshat time on the ball. And Akshat now just trying to manufacture time. And this is a big opportunity if he spots that ball, and he has spotted it. It is the header, and it is just wide.
Oh, all right. I mean, props to Akshat for creating chances, right? That is, again, he's going to find more of them. All he's going to do is play some sound FIFA, and he knows, well, there's not much to lose for Kerala Blasters FC over here, but all the more reason why you need to play your real game, right? All the more reason why you can really open up. And Mufu always coming up with those clutch strats against his opponents, turning out to be favoring him. But this time it's Imad inside the box area with Pele looking for that pass on towards Hullet, and still keeping the ball up until the point. Marquinhos coming in, making that really important interception. But this could be a good chance with Pele. He's definitely going in, but there's not enough support.
Ooh.
Could have maybe delayed a little bit, and then got the pass on towards Ronaldo Nazario. But that's again really fast-paced FIFA from both these gentlemen out here.
Yeah, oh, this is a huge opportunity. Surely has to score. He puts it into the corner. Imad's defense absolutely falling apart over there, and he's going to be very annoyed after dominating this game for 33 minutes. He finds himself with a huge defensive lapse, and Kerala Blasters FC gifted that lead over there. And Akshat will be listen, he's survived the onslaught. You saw the little manual movement from Imad over there. It looked like he had done the right thing. He looked like he wanted to cover that far post, but just didn't move that keeper far enough. And it's 1-0, and now Imad's going to have to do it the hard way. There is a yellow card picked up by Hullet for Kerala Blasters FC. What are the odds that we would see two red cards in the same match? Let's see. Let's go. This is what this is the kind of action we want to see. High stakes, high intensity, and now Akshat, I'm sure, is just going to be trying to soak up as much pressure as possible and play on that counter attack, because Imad has looked very, very deadly. But I've been in these situations before when you're playing well at the start of the game and you don't capitalize in that first half and get those one or two goals. Somehow that game tends to go away from you and you end up conceding out of frustration, and that looks like what has happened for Imad. Needs to keep it cool and calm and composed. That's a very nice turn to get away from his marker over there, and this is looking like a good opportunity. The build-up play is phenomenal from Imad, but just not quite being able to get those shots off. Only been really the one opportunity which was saved, of course, by Van der Sar. So Imad is going to need to step things up. He's going to need to ramp it up a bit. And now getting in with Ronaldo, and again the defense is solid from Akshat. So really looking to hold on. Could be a huge clutch victory if Akshat can hold on to this.
Ooh, this is getting intense. This is getting exciting. Just before the stroke of halftime, of course, Akshat looking to put one more in, but was well read by Ruben Diaz. And now we could clearly see Ahmad, the final attack, maybe from his side. He's got to do something really quick,
Ooh.
but it doesn't really go down to that. And from what we've seen, really, from the first half finally coming to an end, is the fact that Ahmad was looking really strong and sound in the early 15-30 minutes, but then we suddenly saw Akshat found that one little sliver of opening and he went directly at him. But this is where Imad starts getting really deadly in the second half in particular, and this is where you could see, right, nobody was marking Pele over there. He had all the space and room in the world to go in, and that was a well-timed shot, went in, and this is exactly what Kerala Blasters FC needed getting inside this game. And Imad not really panicking, at least not until now, because he knows all he's got to do is hit one goal in, and then we are even Steven, right? Even if the outcome is with a draw, it's still fine, right? They still do have that 1 point secured, and the co-op has been a good part for them, right? Imad and Mufu. In fact, the last time also they went up against Kerala Blasters FC, they did manage to win their co-op game. But that time the situations were different, because at that particular point, Kerala Blasters FC had already won the match courtesy to those two individual victories that they had. So this is going to be an exciting encounter as the second half has begun, Azim. And now Mufu is looking forward to score a goal.
Yeah, well, Mufu will be looking forward to Imad scoring a goal for sure. But there we go. Let's see if we're going to see something new and interesting from Imad. We're going to see him attacking more for sure, more bodies in the box. But that's what you can't afford, those cheap turnovers. And Akshat looks long. That's a good-looking ball played forward, but well dealt with. And now with three players covered it forward, Imad will be looking to hit on that counter attack, hit and attack as much as possible. And it's all great. All the build-up play till this point is great from Imad, but he's just struggling to get those shots away. This has happened before. This time, getting into a good position again, can't quite get that shot away, marked out of it, and now Akshat is going to look at these counter attacks as massive opportunities. There's so many chances now he's going to get. If he plays that counter attack right, he could well be sitting on a 2-goal lead. And well, Imad has to be careful. He has to find that balance between attacking and defending, because he could, as Lokmanya found out as well, get sucker punched towards the end of the game. And it's so tense, so nervy right now. And if Akshat can get that second goal, he may just over here, because he's got into the box. And again, Imad desperately defending. Will it be a shot from range from Hullet? Ooh, almost could have been a penalty over there. Ball falls back to Hullet still, but no cigar, and there you go. It's now on the counter attack. Let's see if Northeast United FC and Imad can find a goal.
Yeah, I mean, at this particular point, Imad really needs to get one in, and the intention was there, clearly visible. But Cancelo receiving the ball now, this could be really deadly. A very well pass given by Imad to his players, but regardless, Akshat making sure that the intervention has been done, and now he's looking to build his own counter attack, pushing in with Eusebio from the right wings. He's going to look for that long pass, maybe, but goes towards the right back. Has got Hakimi supporting him all along. Gives it away towards Kante, and with Pele, He's gotta make that pass. Hullet is asking for it, but he knows that he's in an offside position. And settling then played down a little bit, trying to keep the passing game on, trying to build up his attack. With Ronaldo can go in for the shot, but Ruben Diaz making that save in just that final minute. And now it's Imad who is now on his attack.
Yeah, Imad has queued a pause, so definitely some substitutions coming, and he can't keep giving that ball away like that. And you can see over there, just after that giveaway, he suddenly leaned forward closer to the screen, as we all do once we're suddenly annoyed and focused at the game. And Akshat is going to try and eat up as much time as possible. Try to do that over there, but losing out to Pele, he's going to get Mbappe back to get in. Lots of those nice little back heels being played by Imad, but no point playing flashy football if you can't get that shot on goal. And I think it's going to be very, very close over here. This time, Imad, can he get away? You can see 2-3 defenders hustling and crowding over there. And again, Akshat now will just look to slow things down. I don't think he's going to show the ambition to go on the counter attack, but maybe he will. Maybe he will. He's found Pele in there in the wide area. What's he going to do? Is he going to put that ball in? This time decides to play it a little safe, goes to Hullet, and I expected that ball to go back, but no. Well, I don't think Akshat can quite decide whether he wants to score or not because he keeps getting into a good position and then passing back. And this time, again, you see, he's trying to get into a good position, then realizes, nahin, nahin, yaar, aisa goal nahi maar dena chahiye. It's a bit of a strange one for him. It's understandable because of the pressure he's under.
Yeah.
And what a huge result this could be if he can hold on.
Yeah, I mean, at this particular point, I can really see Imad losing a few hair strands, right? He has been frustrated by Akshay maintaining such a good possession on the ball, and he's not been getting enough of it. And look, Manu, this is it, right? Look, Manu's coaching class is completely on, and he knows that this is a game that they both cannot afford to lose at this particular moment. Mufu a little bit worried, a little bit stung by what's hit Imad. He did not anticipate Akshat to be playing this good on holding on to the ball. And where do you really think Azim over here can Imad pull off a comeback? Can he at least score an equalizer at the very least?
I mean, that's the bare minimum that he'll be looking for. And there you can see him pumping himself out. He's got Ronaldo off. He's got Neymar in. He's got Messi in. He's got Eusebio in. So he's going for that brute dribbling skill over there, not really going for any major physical prowess in the front. He just wants dribbling and pace and shooting ability. And that's what he's gone for over there. And you can see now it does look like he's playing that narrow formation as well. I'm sure we're going to see those fullbacks getting forward. It's a good-looking ball, and he's found it. He's found Neymar round the keeper and finds the finish. A huge moment of potential Terra Virtua, super moment of the match right there, and the composure again shown by Imad to sit down that keeper and put it into the corner. Huge moment.
Oh my God! Oh, Akshat. He had it almost in the back, and in those final few couple of minutes, he messed it all up. And this equalizer does mean, this match pretty much has gone out of their hands. No way on earth will Imad let this go. And Akshat, he knows that he messed up big time over there. Shouldn't have really maybe gone for that tackle. Shouldn't have gone for the ball with that slide, and absolutely getting haunted with just 8 minutes remaining. Someone needs to find the equalizer, and for Akshat, it is more important than ever.
Akshat will now be searching for that winner as he goes charging forward. Imad could have won that ball on a couple of occasions. He gets it back this time, and now you know he's going to be going for that goal over there. He's got the options. He's got a big switch of play available on the left. He has found it, but just offside. Huge moment over there, because I think if Neymar was onside there, that was definitely going to be a goal. And we see Neymar coming on for Kerala Blasters FC as well, so that the shooting options that he gives you with that 5-star left foot is going to be potentially crucial. But now it's 2v2 at the back pretty much, if depending on how Imad decides to play this. And is he going for the win over here? He's got Messi in there. He's got Eusebio. The fullbacks are attacking as well. Both players searching for the win. The ball is chipped in, and a desperate diving header at the back from Marquinhos, saving Akshay over there. And now, as we head into stoppage time, are we in for the most dramatic of all comebacks? Here we go. It's CR7 on the ball. Is there going to be a cross in? It's last chance time over here. 1 minute played. This is the last chance of the game, and it has been squandered by Akshay. And Imad holds on. He sees out the draw. And of course, that guarantees NorthEast United FC at least 1 point from this game. And all they have to do in game 3 is just not lose, and the 3 points could potentially be theirs.
Oh, and I think Northeast United FC, that was a dream comeback for Akshat at this point, and you could clearly see the will to fight completely gone for Kerala Blasters FC. And what a comeback by Imad, when it all mattered, right? In that one particular moment, Akshat was almost flawless throughout the entire game, just to get gassed out and make that one tiny mistake. And this is all coming down to it, right, Azim? Because considering how interesting things are going on, that the masala that's being built up for that top 4, I think now with this draw, Northeast United FC are closer to getting that top 4 secured for themselves.
Yeah, of course, Northeast United FC are closer, and Kerala Blasters FC, I mean, we've been saying this for a long time, that their top 4 chances are pretty much over, but somehow the results around them keep making it such that they just have a chance. But I think this is pretty much it. They really needed the win, particularly against Northeast United FC, to close the gap down between those two teams. And there you go, you could see Mufu saying, one more, come on, we want to finish this game off. But still, there is a chance. And there you see Akshat almost laughing at his... it's one of those moments where you just laugh out of just how sad the situation is.
Yeah.
It's like almost like a Joker movie moment over there. But you can see Northeast United FC dominated that game. You can see it from the XG stats as well. And props to Akshat for some very steadfast defending for 80-something minutes, but couldn't see it out. And now, of course, Kerala Blasters FC can only fight for that 1 point. If they can win the co-op game, that can get them 1 point. But it's going to be it's going to be very hard for them, irrespective.
Yeah.
The 1 point doesn't do anything for them.
It has got to hurt him, right? It has got to hurt all the fans of Kerala Blasters FC who were really hoping that, this could particularly be the game where Akshat could see this through. But, it all went down in vain. But for all you guys out there, there's something for you that we have to offer. The V-Flex robot, an exclusive property of Terra Virtua. And all you've got to do to get this for free, which is worth $19.99, is head over www.terravirtua.io/ISL and select your favorite team, whichever club you're supporting, and make sure you get your NFTs before it goes out.
Yeah, and of course, I've been deciding on which one to pick for myself.
You finally did.
I've made up my mind that if Northeast United FC get the 3 points today, I will be getting the Northeast United FC V-Flex.
Oh, I was really thinking that you would go for the SC's Bengal because, again, one of the teams that is, most hyped up around, yeah. And I think they are clear favorites right now at this point to win the eISL. But, out of support, for me, it's of course my state club, Odisha FC, that I've gone in for. But you let us know which club's jersey are you going to get printed on your V-Flex robot. But that being aside, right, Kerala Blasters FC still have one more chance to spoil the party for Northeast United FC. And for that, only a win is needed. Just a draw would not do, because then Mufu's win would secure them the 3 points that they're looking for. So now the question remains, in this particular co-op game, is Northeast United FC going to walk home with 3 points, or is it going to be Kerala Blasters FC being the party poopers and stealing those 2 points away from them and getting one for themselves?
Well, you would have to say that momentum and the adrenaline would be favouring Northeast United FC, having grabbed that last class equalizer to, of course, secure that point. And that, of course, would really deflate both Akshat and Lokmanya, the fact that they can no longer get those 3 points. So they need to see it out. They need to try and get that goal early. And it's, as a co-op unit, Kerala Blasters FC have actually not been fairly decent. Northeast United FC, in fact, have largely relied on their individual performances, and the co-op has been a bit hit and miss throughout the season. So let's see how it goes. We are ready for kickoff, and well, it does look like they are going with Mufu's meta with Ronaldinho on that left flank. So let's see how Imad is able to adapt to that. I'm sure he has his favorites as well, and we do see pause has been queued already. So
Both
looks
the
like
teams.
some kind of technical error, maybe some kind of a setting error. We'll see what happens over there, but still plenty of time for these guys to sort things out. And the waiting just adds to the nerves. I feel like you just want to in these moments just get the game started, get the game going. We don't want to wait anymore. And particularly for Northeast United FC, they'll be wanting to get out there and get those 3 points in the bag as soon as they possibly can.
Yeah, and at this particular moment, right, Northeast United FC, they're clearly happy with how they've played today and they have been the better team. And I think the star of it all has to be Mufu, right? Despite playing 10 man, still managing to score one more extra goal and stopping Lokmani from scoring anything. So that's a well earned victory, and I can see the hero of the match in Mufu already from K1 out there. But like you said, the Terra Virtua super moment, that could be anybody's, right? I really feel
Yeah.
that could, go into Imad's equalizer because that had been so close. And imagine, had he not scored that one, then now both these teams would have been all pumped up because the 3 points would have still been up for the grabs.
Yeah, definitely. And still potential for more super moments coming up in this game. Could be a last minute equalizer from Kerala Blasters FC or a last minute winner from Kerala Blasters FC to deny Northeast United those points. But yeah, I mean, two results are still possible. Of course, Northeast United FC could get the win, and this game could, of course, end in a draw. So it's still, I mean, for Kerala Blasters FC, it's not going to feel particularly great fighting for that 1 point when they know that they need the three. And you can see Lokmanu not particularly interested in partaking in any banter. He's very, very upset and annoyed by how that has gone. I think upset in his own performance as well, given the fact that he managed to get himself into that situation where he was a goal down, but playing against a team with a man down and could not capitalize on that and could not get it. So I'm sure for a guy who's as competitive as him, it's going to really, really be bothering him.
And yeah, you could see the players for Kerala Blasters FC. They were so close. They were so close. Akshat had almost had the taste of the honey out there, but just snatched away from the bear that Imad was. This shows the hunger, right? And even if Northeast United FC go on winning this matchup, head into the top four, into the playoffs, I'd be so happy for these lads because nobody was really expecting them to be doing this good, and they've done all by the virtue of their hard work, the consistency that they've shown, and Mufu picking up his form right in those end days. That is exactly what Northeast United FC and their fans really needed at this point. But for Kerala Blasters FC, I mean, pretty much the show is all over for them. They know that no matter if they win the remainder of the games, there's no chance on earth that they can potentially come back or make it to the top four anymore, considering how teams up above, teams like FC Goa, they still have a matchup which is coming up next, I believe, and that's going to be absolutely a cracker of a show going up against Chennai FC, two of the biggest teams, in fact, two of the biggest favorites of this
Yeah.
eISL. That matchup, ladies and gentlemen, we do have in for you guys just after this. So do not forget to call your friends up. Do not forget to tune into the stream. And if you're enjoying it, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button, man. Because for the ISL, for the finals, we really have such grand plans. And I really wish at this certain point, we could give a few leaks here and there, spill a couple of beans out there. But sadly, we love our jobs. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think we're not going to do that.
Yeah, but yeah, I think I'm really, really looking forward to the finals when they played, of course, in the mid-March. It's going to be really, really something special and I'm sure it's going to be a grand occasion for everybody involved as well. But here we go. We have finally kicked off, and it does look like everybody is happy with all the settings and the controllers and the consoles and everything now. And early giveaway, not something you want to do, and maybe just that long wait, of course, takes a lot of the focus. I feel that long break will actually favor Kerala Blasters FC because it will have given them that little bit of time to digest and get over the disappointment of those first two games. Whereas for Northeast United FC, it would have dampened their momentum and that adrenaline that was pumping for them to say, okay, go on, let's go out and get this win immediately. So we'll take them a little bit of time to get going again, but Kerala Blasters have started very, very strong. I think Lokmanu looked very good in attack, and of course he just came up against Mufu, who was pretty much defending for his life, and also just sort of trying to see out the game at some level. But Northeast United FC will be looking to get an early goal to just settle those nerves if possible, and keeping the ball well so far. Now finding De Bruyne, Hullet, now Ronaldinho in the middle as well.
Oh,
Finds
no way.
the opening, and I think if he had not gone for that short fake and just run into the gap, that might have worked better. Let's see if Northeast United FC have anything special planned from the corner. It's just a short corner played to Ronaldinho. Now to De Bruyne, cross into the box, but that will be collected quite easily by the keeper.
Yeah, and I'm kind of surprised, every single time Northeast United FC come in, it's switching between their players. Last time we saw Imad's lineup being picked up. This time we do have Ronaldinho in play, but Imad's still making sure that he's got his at least basic players going in along with him. But yeah, I think today, I was really surprised, right? If you had have noticed, Imad did not go for that long-range finished chop cutback shot, and I really thought that this is something he always keeps in for a pocket situation. He just needs a goal and he goes for it. But this time it was completely different. But with Ronaldinho has all the time and space to go for the shot, but again,
he was looking for the pass over there, and just I think the animation between the players sort of showed that they were jostling, and it would not have the pass would not have made it through to CR7 over there. That's why I think he was just waiting. Maybe a through pass instead of just a direct pass might have worked over there. As we do see the ball runs out of play, and now Northeast United FC can get control of it again. They don't want to throw it away, throw away possession quite literally. From throw-ins, because we've seen that a few times that bad throw-in, bad corner kick has immediately led to a counter-attack and the opposition scoring, and could see something similar from Kerala Blasters FC over here. Northeast United FC look like they've got their mojo back after this thing, but hang on, it's Kerala Blasters in the box over here. Is this Lokmanu trying to get in? Well, it was, but couldn't quite make it, and now Northeast United FC desperate to get that lead, that potential winning goal, and see this out, because the longer it stays at 0-0, the more nervy they're going to get. That is offside, but I'm sure that Mufu and Imad will be trying to just get that goal as soon as possible and calm those nerves down, give themselves a little bit of a buffer in case things go wrong.
Oh, and look at this play being made from the right wing, goes in for the cross, finds the head on CR7, and how often does that not go in?
Yeah, that was just like a little, I think there was a little too much on that shot, and again, I think the physical presence of the defender just put off CR7 over there. And almost an opportunity again for KBFC, but seen out well, but a cheap giveaway, and they could be in again.
Oh yeah, Kerala Blasters FC at this particular moment, they've got to start building up their attack again from the left wing, going in with CR7, has managed to get himself past defender, not yet. The defense still strong for Mufu and Imad, and now Cancelo on the ball. Got to see if he can do anything out of it. And we know with Ronaldo, you do have that access to those really good crosses, but Pele is really not the right man to be receiving at that certain area. So not really going for it. But now possession back to Northeast United FC. Every single time they've got it, they've made sure that they've taken a shot. But let's see what this particular moment or this time what happens as they're making all that move. They're slowly building it up. So first time in this particular matchup, 32 minutes gone inside Northeast United FC and Kerala Blasters FC, and we're yet to see someone breaking the deadlock.
Yeah, and it does look like Northeast United FC are the most likely. They're dominating possession. That was a bit suspect defensively over there, and gets fortunate that the cross did not find a target. And now, again, looking on the counter attack to find CR7, but well defended again by Northeast United FC. They've looked very, very solid defensively so far, not been unduly perturbed. There have been a few giveaways in midfield, which I think they could like to cut out from their game. But out of the two teams, it does look like a team in red is more likely to score. And there, again, getting in with CR7, lovely turn away. Will he go for that long range shot? He reverses it to Ronaldinho, who is offside again.
Oh, and again, those little pesky mistakes would be bugging Northeast United FC, because all they've got to do is, either secure a win or maybe a draw is something fine. But for Kerala Blasters FC, like we really said, for them to spoil the party, they will have to be the ones winning the game. But looks like it that Northeast United FC had some other intentions, but Cancelo not letting things work out for NEUFC, as now it is going to be NEUFC back on the ball, and now they're going to be going in. So really back and forth FIFA between these two teams. Some really good tackles being made on that midfield, making sure that they get that possession back on the ball. And this time around that left wing, they're trying to get in with Mbappe utilizing his pace, but back and forth, the good passing between these two gentlemen. But Marquinhos says nah, as it goes out, and there you go, halftime.
Yeah, there's been some nice little moves and nice little patterns of play, but just that final ball has been lacking from Northeast United FC. In general, they've looked fairly comfortable. I don't think there's been much to bother them, but of course, we do know that everything can change in an instant. This was the big chance, I think. Just that short fake over there, just slightly unnecessary, and I think there was a discussion there as well, saying that he could have gone forward. But the speed at which things happen in the game, sometimes you just make those short fakes or cancels, just anticipating that somebody is going to put in a tackle, and you're almost surprised when you have space at this level. And that's really what looked like happened over there, as we have kicked off for the second half. Kerala Blasters is still hanging on. They still are in with a chance if they get that winning goal to grab a point from this guy trying to get in behind, but ball more hopeful than with any major purpose played down the line over there. And you can see that Northeast United FC again following the pattern of that first half, getting that possession, trying to build slowly, technically, just try to create little patterns and little triangles across the pitch to get those passes moving. And with Hullet over here bypassing the two midfielders very, very well over there. This is a big moment. CR7 in there again. I think a little too simple. Didn't do enough over there.
Yeah, I really felt that he could have done better with some skills being displayed, because both Imad and Mufu love showing that, right? And they've done that. They've done that in the past. But Kerala Blasters FC have been looking really loose. Rather, haven't really put their entire attention onto the game. The defense has been sound, but they can certainly do a lot better in terms of their attack. And this could be the beckoning of it, with Hullet really stealing the ball away, but Hakimi ensuring that it just goes out for a throw.
Yeah, it does look like the coordination for Northeast United FC is not entirely there. They're doing a little good build-up when the simple passes are available, but just when that little bit of coordination is needed. And here we see a big chance for Kerala Blasters FC. The cutback, unfortunately, to the opposition player. And now, again on the counter-attack, lots of bodies forward. And you see Hullet making the run on that right flank. And it's a very poor pass. I'm sure he was looking for it, but just a little lapse in concentration. Got that all wrong. And these are the kind of mistakes you have to avoid. These are the kind of mistakes that can be the difference between that top four spot and just a fifth or sixth. It's that close. It's that intense right now. And again, a cheap pass, but that's dealt with well by KDB in that instance. And now have to make one of these count. And again, a cheap giveaway.
You don't see that quite often, do you? Gullit just absolutely being beaten past. But now this could be a really promising chance with Pele. The two defenders on him. That's going to be such a hard maneuver, but he's still going after it. But nothing really stands in front of Marquinhos being so good on that backlines over there, with Ronaldo now trying to make something happen from the right wing, pass it on towards Ronaldinho. And Hullet, a little bit of camaraderie being shown between these two men. Good back and forth passing, and there you go, an absolute screamer. And Lokmanu and Akshat, they're disgusted. Kevin De Bruyne, this has happened for the second time. Once Ashwin did that, and now these are these two lads. Who amongst them scored? But I do not know. But Lokmanu knows. Just crackling out that laughter. How was he?
I think they just it's one of those, right? Buy a ticket, win the lottery, and I think they tried pretty much everything and it wasn't working, and then suddenly it fell to KDB in a very tempting position. I'm sure the Kerala Blasters FC boys will be very annoyed that the keeper didn't save that, because it didn't look like it was completely in the corner. It looked like it was just within the range of the keeper for sure. So they're not going to be particularly pleased with that. But either way, it is the goal that they've been looking for, and now they have that buffer. They can continue to play the way they are, even if they concede one goal. Doesn't really matter. Those 3 points are going to be in the bag regardless.
Oh yeah, and such a bad time for Kerala Blasters to concede at this point. But this is what I like about Northeast United FC. They do things that others would not, right? And somehow it always pays off for them. In moments like this, that's where a team like Northeast United FC really stands out of the competition. But well, the game is not yet over. If Kerala Blasters FC can manage to at least score one equalizer and maybe a winner, after that they can still snatch away those 2 points, that 2 extra points that Northeast United FC are looking forward to. But now with Ronaldo, hopes have been broken up. A chip shot from Pelejo. As long as the ball did not cross the line over there, it's fine.
You could see it got the timing a bit wrong over there. If he had got the time finish correct, that would probably have dropped into the far corner. So a good ball in over there. Marquinhos getting the ball away from his own keeper over there. That's a very brave defending, shall we say. But effective nonetheless. And now you can see Kerala Blasters FC are trying to push bodies forward, and Northeast United will find this much easier now to pick them off in defense. There's not going to be as much defensive cover as there was for the opening 70 minutes of this game, and now you can see those gaps beginning to appear freely. Played in now to Ronaldo Nazario. Beautiful bit of skill. Surely a cutback and a goal. No, this time goes for the near post. And Kerala Blasters FC, their blushes are spared. It does look like they're going for a drop back system. So they're going to keep all those four defenders right the way back. And looks like the job may just be done, barring some kind of miracle for Kerala Blasters FC. It does look like Northeast United are going to grab all 3 points today.
Yeah, I think they're gonna satiate their hunger finally, because now if we take a look at the leaderboards, of course we'll have that in just a couple of minutes, but the game is still not over. A corner out, tried to receive it, and not really working out the way they thought for Northeast United FC, but this counter-attack could really be deadly for them, as they do have the possession on ball, but the ball has been stolen. And now it's upon Kerala Blasters FC to try and do something. Oh, really?
A great ball played through the middle over there, and Pele just about really managed to keep that, and the skill moves almost threading that through to CR7 over there. But with 81 minutes on the clock, Kerala Blasters FC now need to manufacture 2 goals from somewhere. Could this be the starting of finding that first one? The cross surely has to come in. And it doesn't, and it's going to be a corner instead.
Yeah, and this is where teams like SC Bengal, I really love them. They have a set corner routine. They come up with something flashy, something new, and this could have potentially been it, but no. The keeper making sure it doesn't go anywhere apart, and out for another corner. A bicycle kick attempted, but it's all right. From all the things that you've missed, you also missed one of those bicycle kick attempts on goal that the other evening, and a lot of things had happened, but a lot of things have happened today as well, but all going in the favor of Northeast United FC. But this could all change with Hakimi. He's gone right in with Ronaldo. I really thought he could go for the shot from that angle. Had timed the shot perfectly fine, but the defenders being present over there, and I think this is lights out.
Yeah, well, if he had just played a lofted pass over there, that would have been easy goal, easy one-on-one situation for Pele. But again, not making the right decision. Will they go for a shot over here? I wonder. Nope, it doesn't look like it's going to be Kerala Blasters FC's day at all. And now, 3-on-1 opportunity over here. Pele, if he can look for it, almost a desperate tackle. That's a yellow card for sure. But doing just enough to put him off. And there you go, 2 minutes played. And the match win, the 3 points do go to NorthEast United FC, and you can see the relief. They've really been made to work, and of course that big goal from Imad proving to be the difference in his game, the equalizer against Akshat. And yes, NorthEast United FC, their run continues. They keep climbing up the table and keep making life more and more difficult for the likes of Bengaluru FC, FC Goa, all those guys. These guys are firmly within the discussion.
Yeah, and Imad is proud of Mufu for what he has achieved today, right? Going up against Lokmanu and beating him out there, sealing the game. Imad did all he possibly could, especially after that setback with Akshat scoring that first goal and completely keeping the ball to himself. He was struggling a lot, but still Imad making sure for all the chances that he had, he made it count in that 82nd minute, and Akshat was all in vain. But there onwards, we did see in the co-op game, it was just that one goal coming out from Kevin De Bruyne and NEUFC, making sure that they get the victory for themselves out here and those crucial, much needed 3 points. Now, I think with this particular win, they're going to be getting that top 4 berth, for themselves, at least for now, because Bengaluru FC, they're still 1 game short, right? They're still 1 game short. They still have 2 more games to play. But more than anything at all, FC Goa, they've just played 13 games. So a lot of games to really catch up on, and they're sitting at 23 points. So I think somewhere down the line, we can find ourselves, SC East Bengal, they are confirmed to head in through. Mumbai City FC, pretty much, yes. Chennai FC, yeah, if they have the good games going in for them, they're also through. But the 4th spot is really the hot property that we're talking about. The one spot that is still up for grabs for all these teams out there.
Yeah, I mean, it could, depending on form, even the 3rd spot could get debatable. I think today's match between Chennai and FC and FC Goa will probably decide how competitive it's going to be for 3rd place, because if Chennai manage to get that win, that could potentially just shoot them in for the 3rd place. But you can see a fairly dominant display by NorthEast United FC for that game 3. XG of 1.8 with 5 shots, and of course 4 of those on target. So a pretty good day in the office. Made to work a little bit harder than they would have liked to, but getting the result regardless, and getting them back in as we have a look at the final scorecard to summarize just what has gone through this game. Mufu getting that massive win against Lokmanu despite having a red card, managing to see it out. Then Imad getting a last-ditch equalizer against Akshat, and of course then closing it out with the 1-0 in the co-op match.
Oh yeah, and a perfect day for NorthEast United FC, right? Not a lot of things that they're gonna regret, right? But this is the moment. We were talking about the hero of the match, and I have my personal hero of the match. Let's see what the boys on board to have to. And yes, we all resonate on the same note. It's going to be Mufu Burani. Those 3 goals against Lokmanu pretty much said a lot about him as a player, that he is really an expected player. Do not really know what he is going to be putting up on the boards. Did understand how Lokmanu loves to play. And this is what I like about NorthEast United FC, right? They're all not bronze. They're also brains. They come up with the preparation, they do their homeworks, they do their stuff, they do watch the VODs, they know how the other player likes to play, and come up with a countermeasure for that. And the goals that he scored, and especially the 3rd one, had to be special for him, because already being handicapped and still scoring, that is exactly what NorthEast United FC really needed. But ladies and gentlemen, now is the moment where we get to see the Terra Virtua super moment of the day, and find out for ourselves which goal possibly could be that. And it's of course no doubt, right? Imad's equalizer against Akshat.
Yeah, and again, finding that ball in behind over there, and Akshat just desperately trying to win that. In fact, turned out to be a great assist for Neymar. And then the composure from Imad over there to be calm, not just take the shot, because you could see there was a lot of manual keeper movement happening over there. So it was just about staying calm, sitting the keeper down, that little shot cancel, and now you can see the impact that this entire game has on the leaderboard, which is just getting closer and closer with every passing game. Northeast United FC back into that top 4 spot, but of course they have to watch out for Bengaluru FC and FC Goa as well, who are going to be competing with them tooth and nail for those spots. They will be hoping. Actually, I don't know what they would want to happen from Chennai FC versus FC Goa. I think they would love a draw, because that keeps them in touch with Chennai FC and of course stops FC Goa from catching up to them. So 4 games in hand, you would say FC Goa are probably the favourites at this point for that 4th spot. But Northeast FC and Bengaluru FC are totally in that battle as well.
I would not really rule out Bengaluru FC at this particular point, because they've also been in a very sublime form. The kind of FIFA they've been showing, that has been out of the world. But for all you guys out there watching this stream right now, you can have a chance at getting your hands on this amazing Terra Virtua V-Flicked robot, a transient property, of course, from the boys from Terra Virtua, and can show your support to your particular clubs. All you've got to do is head on to www.terravirtua.io/ISL. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with this particular fixture. We still have 2 more raring to go. But before we head out to the other stream, a huge shout out to our sponsors, as the eISL is powered by Coca-Cola. A huge shout out again to our associate sponsor, Hero, our esports partners Nodwin Gaming, our platform partners PlayStation, and our district collectibles partners Terra Virtua to make this event happen. And well, it's time for Azim and I to take a short little break, because right after this we have yet another interesting fixture.